Okay, Tinu Raja Danger Mouse. Let's just start with a new concept. Now, actually, it's not all that new. So, uh, what this is, right? So, this is basically okay. Actually, it's too big, it's not required. Let me start from here. Okay, so we do this. In fact, let's choose a darker color. Okay, so we know what is this. Okay, so this is what fraction of a circle? It's 4. So this is half of a circle. Okay, now if I draw the other half of the circle, that's gonna look like this. Okay, so again, right, we write it another half of the circle, and if I bring them together, right, so that we know becomes a full circle. Okay, so as we know that this plus this is going to give you a full circle, right? There is nothing unusual at this point. Everything is just the way we have known. The fun part now starts when we say that we are actually, so let's just start from here. Okay, we are actually now going to add, we are now going to add another half of a circle. Now that's interesting, right? Because what we have got now, and if you consider that this is a pizza, then when you add the first two, it clearly gives you one full circle. Oh, come on, stop being intelligent. Okay, and it clearly gives you one full circle, right? But at the same time, okay, this particular half that we have, this half actually remains the way. Okay, I'm going to turn off its intelligent guessing next time. This half actually gets left behind. Right, now the question is, how do we write that in mathematics? So this is like, 1.5 pizza, as we know. Okay, so maybe 1 pizza for mommy and half pizza for Tinu, or maybe the other way around, half pizza for mommy, 1 pizza for Tinu. So basically what we are saying is half plus half plus half. Okay, we take the first two here and we say that this is going to give us 1, and this half, actually we just write it here. Okay, so if we do this whole thing again, then all what we are saying here, and let me change the color, is half plus half is equal to 1. We all know that. Half plus half plus another half is equal to 1 plus half. Okay, because these two is going to give you 1, which is actually, we write it as 1.5, and we read it as 1 and a half. Okay, so now we can continue this sequence, and if we add another half to it, so half plus half plus half plus another half. Okay, we take these two, is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, right? you could have actually written the same thing, okay, as something like this. We know that the first 3 half put together gives us 1.5 plus half gives you 2. Okay, and we can continue this trend and we can say, I'll do you one more for you. Half plus half plus half plus half plus one more half actually gives you, right? So again, we say this gives you 1, this gives you 1. So 1 plus 1, and this guy gets left behind, plus half, which gives you 2.5. Okay, so now some terminologies here that we need to clarify, and these are some of the new terms that you will actually notice. They are called, okay, so in fact I'm going to look at the book here. Okay, so okay, so there is a standard fraction, right, that we know. So let's say fractions, right? So we have got something like half, okay, in which the numerator, this guy here, is smaller than the denominator. So you see 1 is smaller than the denominator. Okay, these are called proper fractions. Okay, and then oops, we have got another type of fraction which looks something like this, and we'll come to this in a minute, right? This is called improper fraction, right? And then there's a third one that we just did, which looks like 1.5. These are called mixed numbers. Now, why are they called mixed numbers? Because it's a mix. You see, this one here, right, is a whole number, right? And this half here is a fraction. So when you write them next to each other, you call them mixed numbers. Okay, so don't need to worry too much about these terms. It will become natural and easy for you. Now, let us come to what is this business between improper fraction and mixed numbers, right? So we start with a question, and again, you know, we start with a question that we have got half, right? And it's perfectly fine, right? So this is a proper fraction. In fact, you know what I will do, Jay? Let's see if I can even change. Yeah, damn, I can. So good. Color changed. Nice. So this is what we, oops. So this is what we, oh, come on, be good to me. This is what we call as a proper fraction. Easy. Now, when I add 1 to it, right, which is 1 plus half, okay, then there are 2 ways I can write it. First, I will write the way we have written before, which is 1.5. This is called mixed number. Now, there is a bit of a trick to this, and the trick is this. You know, Jay, that 1 can be written as 2 upon 2, right? Okay, let's actually do it very easily here. Okay, you know that any number, let's say 4, divided by the same number gives you 1. We agree, right? So another way of writing the same thing, this is also divided by, this is equal to 1. Okay, similarly, any number divided by itself is 1 whole, as you know it. So as you know it. Okay, so we're done with this. You know this very well, not a big problem. Okay, so coming back here. So now, oops. So now we have got 1 can be written as 2 upon 2. And then we have got plus 1 upon 2. You know, there is an interesting rule in fractions, and you should know this. When the denominators are the same, so in this case, the denominator is 2. Okay, let me use another color if that helps. So in this case, the denominator is 2, and this one's denominator is also 2. When the denominator says true, you can you can actually put that as a common denominator because it is the same. Again, I will color this for you, right? And then you can take 2 of these guys, okay, and you can actually add them together. So you can say 2 plus 1. What this gives you is 3 as a numerator and 2 as a denominator. Okay, so it's actually not as complicated as we think. Let's just do it again, and let's do it with a different number if you want. Okay, so let's forget about all this, and we say that I want to add number 1 to a number, let's say 1 upon 3. Okay, so of course one way of writing this is in mixed fractions. So this is, sorry, mixed number. So this is mixed number, right? But we want to write it as improper fractions. So what we do is that we say that, hey, I know that 1 can be written as 3 upon 3, and then we have got 1 upon 3. And why did we choose 3? Because we know that the denominator here is 3. Anyway, so we do this, and now we know that this 3, right, and this 3 are the same. So we go and write this 3 here, and then we take this 3 plus 1. So we do 3 plus 1, and we get 4 upon 3. This is the improper fraction. Okay, so basically mixed number, which is 1 upon 3, is the same as improper fraction, which is 4 upon 3. Okay, you can see that they are the same things, really. 2 different ways of writing the same thing. Okay, let's do it one more time. In fact, I've got a little spreadsheet, a little worksheet for you. So let's go and find that worksheet. Where is my worksheet? Okay, the worksheet is here. Okay, in fact, let me just move them close. Maybe that will help.